Hi, you guys. It is novels like this Life and Legend of Obiwan Kenobi that make me realize that the Disney Star Wars lore of Obi-Wan Kenobi is so out of place with his attitude and his demeanor 10 years after and holding on to grief. So let's take a look. Interlude. Tell me something, R2, Luke said as he worked on the components for his new lightsaber. Did you ever think we'd wind up back on Tatooine again? The astromech droid was standing on the other side of the living area inside Ben's hut and responded to Luke's question with a scathing beep. Then R2-D2 opened a slot beneath his domed head and loudly ejected some sand that had found its way into his cylindrical body. Yes, that's how I feel too, Luke replied. Although his life had changed dramatically in the past 3 years, and although he had a reason for returning to Tatooine, he still felt like something of a failure now, as if all of his accomplishments had led him back to where he'd started from. He had sincerely believed on the day that he had left Tatooine on the Millennium Falcon with Ben that he would never set foot on the sand planet again. In fact, after Luke had boarded the Millennium Falcon with Ben and the droids, he hadn't been sure whether he would ever set foot on any planet again. First, a squad of stormtroopers had tried to stop the Falcon from leaving its docking bay at Mos Eisley, and then as the Falcon raced away from Tatooine, it had drawn fire from the blockade of Imperial Star Destroyers. Fortunately, Han Solo had managed to evade and escape the blockade by launching the incredibly durable Falcon into hyperspace. But after the Falcon emerged from hyperspace, Luke's group had immediately discovered that their destination, Alderaan, no longer existed. They were still pondering what could have caused the destruction of an entire planet when Solo began pursuit of a passing Imperial TIE fighter, which had led them directly towards a moon-sized battle station. Luke had been genuinely frightened when he first saw the Death Star, and when the Falcon was captured by the Death Star's tractor beam, he had thought that they were all goners. But Ben had remained calm as he quickly improvised a plan to infiltrate the battle station. He had instructed Han Solo to jettison some of the Falcon's escape pods and make an entire entry into the ship's log, claiming in the entry that the crew abandoned ship after takeoff. Then Ben had instructed Luke, Han, Chewbacca, and the droids to hide within the ship's sensor-proofed concealed compartments, which Han had previously used for smuggling. After the tractor beam had deposited the Falcon into the Death Star hangar, Han and Chewbacca subdued a scanning crew and 2 stormtroopers. Luke and Han had then disguised themselves in the fallen stormtroopers' armors, which allowed the group to sneak into a nearby control room. Once inside, R2-D2 had accessed a computer outlet to gain data on how to shut down power to the tractor beam and allowed the Falcon to escape. Ben had insisted on going into the tractor beam power coupling alone. To this day, Luke wondered if Ben had any idea that he wouldn't be leaving the Death Star on the Millennium Falcon. The very reason why I bring up this little bit of the interlude here is for the fact that Ben remained calm and quick-witted to come up with a plan to infiltrate the Death Star. And to me, this and many other instances of Obi-Wan in the original lore, post Revenge of the Sith, and even into A New Hope, shares that despite all the circumstances that he went through, he remained a Jedi and he remained cool, calm, and collected even under pressure. And so I don't, believe or think that Obi-Wan was that distraughted 10 years after. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So I thought I'd share this with you, and I will be sharing some more clips on various things I find within the lore pertaining to this. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below.